Hello everyone, welcome back. In today's video, we're gonna go ahead and install our pfSense on our VirtualBox and also connect that pfSense into our Kali Linux. So that's the project that we working on today. As you guys can see here, installing pfSense on VirtualBox and connecting to Kali Linux. So it's gonna be so hands-on lab setting for learning, networking, and security, and also okay here. So this is the topology that we have. As you can see here, we have the internet and connected to my router, and the router is connected to my laptop. We have the my Dell here, and inside of Dell I have my VirtualBox, and then here the VirtualBox, that's where we get our WAN, and then from there we have the pfSense install, which is what we're going to be doing today. And the pfSense is going to give us some LAN, and that LAN, that's where we will connect our Kali Linux. So let's go ahead and jump into the next step. So I will walk you through, guys, how to get the pfSense from the pfSense interface and then download it to your laptop and then install to your VirtualBox. And then when you're done, how you're gonna connect that pfSense into your Kali Linux. Okay, let's go ahead and then jump right into it. So in this video, I'm not going to show you guys the steps on how to download VirtualBox. I already demonstrate how to download VirtualBox. So in this time, I'm just going to jump ahead and show you how to download the pfSense software from their website, and then install that pfSense into your VirtualBox and all the setups that we need to do. So that's what we're going to be doing today. All right, we can just go ahead and then jump into the step by step how to download everything and set it up. First, what we want to do, we want to download pfSense. To download pfSense, you can open any browser of your choice. So here I'm gonna use Google. I use Chrome, but you want to go into Chrome and then open Google. After you open the Google, type in pfSense download, and here we want to just click on the first download pfSense community edition that we find. And as you can see here inside the interface, you want to click on download. This is the latest version 2.7.2, and you click on download, and as you can see here, it's going to ask you to select the image. We're going to select this one, AMD64. It's going to be the one that we need. Click on it, and then it's already added on the cart, and then click on add to cart. Okay, looks like I already have it in my card. I'm just gonna let me see, let me open my card here. Okay, let me just make sure that I have only one. Okay, so update card. Okay, now we already have one. It's free, so you want to click on checkout, and as you can see here, I already downloaded. It's gonna ask you to put all your information, and don't worry about it, it's free. But I already have my information, which is my home address and all those kind of stuff. So I already have it here. So I'm just gonna click on complete order, and as you click on that, you can see it is now it's right here. It's already showing you the PDF, the receipt, and just give it time, and it should be downloading soon. Moment, hold on. Okay, now as you can see here, you can click on download. Mohammed is bothering me, but yeah, so click on download. As you can see, it is downloading right here. So I already clicked. So we have two of them downloading. So basically, that's how you're gonna get the that's how you're gonna download the software. And let's move on to the next step. All right, so as you guys can see, I already have the pfSense installed here, but for the purpose of this video, I'm just gonna go ahead and install it again. As you can see, I have it here, but let's go. So here you need to click on new, and then give it a name. Let me name pfSense 2, and then here let's use our image. Have it right here. Click on open, and type of image, let's use the BSD. That one works perfect with the pfSense. And now let's click on next. And then here we have to give it a memory base. Let me just give it I think one memory is 1 giga is good. I'll leave it there. And also this setting you can change up anytime you want to. If you want to come back to them, you can come back to it next. So let's click on next, and let's just give it to 20 giga. If you have enough space, I'll give it 20 is good. And then next, and then click on finish. To be more organized before we start the installation, let's just go ahead and set our pfSense into a new group. Let's go ahead here and right click and then move to a new group. Let's just create a new group. And as you can see, we have a new group. Let's name this new group rename group. Let's name it Firewall. Name it Firewall. There you go. So now we have this firewall here. So the pfSense number 2 is going to be in our firewall group. You have the home lab together, we have management, and then we have a firewall group. So just to be more organized, so that's the reason why I created this group. All right, so we still here for our configuration. Let's just click on the pfSense itself and then go to setting. And while we're on setting, let's go ahead and click on system. So here we're just gonna uncheck the floppy, because I mean floppy is outdated, nobody use floppy anymore. So let's just move it there and click on hard disk and move it on the top, and then optical, move it right next to hard disk. So now we have a hard disk on the top and then optical. So after that, let's go to display and storage. Let's go to audio. We don't really need any audio here, so we can just uncheck that. And USB, let's go ahead and uncheck USB, because we don't need any USB on it. So this is just like a firewall, so we don't really need that. And let's go to network. We're gonna go to network, and then we enable network adapter and leave it as NAT. And then here we want to choose for a virtualized network is fine. And okay, now it's good. Let's go to second. We enable network adapter, and here we want to choose internal network and choose paravirtualize right here. And then let's just give it a name. Let's just keep it as LAN 0, and then 0. That's good. Let's go to adapter 3, enable it also, and attach to internal network and change it to virtualized network. And then the name, let's give it the name as LAN 1. And then let's go to adapter 4, enable here, enable here, choose internal network, and here change it to paravirtualize. And then the name, let's just name it at LAN 2 or LAN 3. Let's see, here we have LAN 1. Okay, let's just name it LAN 2. So we have LAN 0, LAN 1, and LAN 2. So inside the pfSense, when we're done, this is all the different LAN that we will be having on our pfSense. So we're gonna have 3 different LAN on our pfSense. So basically that's what I was doing here. So all right, we got it here. So let's move on to the next one. Okay, and as you can see here, we have 4 adapters right here. This one is going to be the WAN, and these 3 are going to be the LAN. It's going to be LAN 0, LAN 1, and LAN 2. We have all the name, pfSense 2, operation system, FreeBSD 64. We set up in a new group. We have everything that we need here. So let's go ahead and start our pfSense, the installation of our pfSense. Just give it time. Should be coming. Becoming, there you go. Okay, our installation is started, as you can see here. Let me just keep here maybe so you guys can see perfectly. Yep, so our installation is running. So now here we have our installation going. So now you want to click on enter, and it's going. Also install, click on enter, setting up the network to installation. Okay, fine, continue. Okay, do not. Okay, so we good. Continue, verify the internet connection. And to reach the netgate server, please wait. Okay, so install. So this one here, we wanna choose the install like the community. That's what we have here. So you're gonna click on okay, let it go. Okay, and then okay. Yep, it's pretty simple. Just gonna, find stable release. Oh, okay, that's fine. Installing current stable. Okay, it's going right now. So we have the 2.7.2 going. And as you guys see, is installing right now our pfSense. Just give it a time, it will come. It depends on the connection that you have, the internet, how fast it's gonna go, but I think mine is pretty good, so let's just give it a time. And it should be fine. I'm gonna fast forward the video until the installation is done. So I don't want to let you wait here for it to be done. So now, as you guys can see here, they ask us a question. So now we're gonna go ahead and set up configure our different, LAN that we have. So here they ask a question: do VLANs need to be set up first? Let me answer no, and click enter. And then now you ask another question: enter the WAN interface name or a for auto detection. As you guys can see, we have the first one here, VT net 0. Click enter, and then let's choose the second one, VT net 1. Click enter. Choose the third one, VT net 2. Click enter, and then the last one is VT net 3, and click enter. And now they ask you another question: do you want to proceed? And our answer will be yes. Enter, and just give it a time a little bit. It is coming. It is coming. Let's give it a time. It's going through the configuration, so let's just give it the time to come back. Firewall done. So complete. There you go. So now, as you guys can see here, we have our WAN, VTNet 0, and this is the DHCP, that the IP address that we provide. And for our LAN, we have our LAN, and this is the IP address that we have, 192.168.1.1/24. And okay, so now we have all the basic configuration that we needed. So let's just jump in and then finish up the configuration that we need. So now, as you can see here, we have the static, not the static, but the one that they provide, the IP that they provide for us. We don't have to change it for the WAN, but we can go ahead and set up static IP for our LAN. So now we're going to choose 2, which is like set interface IP addresses. So we click 2 and then click enter, and then here we have entered the number of the interface you wish to configure. So it's going to be number 2. We want to set a static IP for the LAN, so we click 2 and then click enter. And then now ask us configure IP address LAN interface via DHCP. No, we don't want a DHCP to provide IP address for us. We want to set up our own static IP address. That's why we're going to click now and click enter. So now we here, as it asks, enter the new LAN IPv4 address and press enter. So now we're going to enter the new IP address that we want to set up. So this one is going to be static IP. So now here we want to enter the IP address that we want. So let me just choose 10.0.0.1. 10.0.1. You can choose down if you want, because we're not connected in the same internet, so you can choose it. So I choose that, click enter, and then here it asks enter the new LAN IPv4 subnet bit count. So it's gonna be 24. Click enter, and then here it says for a WAN, enter the new LAN IPv4 system gateway for LAN, press enter. So we are configuring the LAN, so we can click enter. Okay, and then here it asks do you want to configure the IPv6 address LAN interface via DHCP6? We say no. I'm gonna click no. There you go. So enter the new LAN IPv6 address, press enter. Okay, so now he's asking a question here. Do you want to enable the DHCP server online? We click yes, click enter. So now it's asking here the range. When I enter, it say enter the start address of the IPv client server. So now this is the range that we want our client to have. So we're gonna start with 10.0.0.11. So click enter, and then this is the end of it. So we're gonna choose 10.0.0.243 and click enter. Do you want to revert the HTTP as the web configuration protocol? We click yes. Now the question is, do you want to revert to HTTP as the web configuration protocol? We click no and just let it go. As you can see here, so now we have the IPv4 LAN address has been set up to 10.0.0.1 and /24, and you can now access the web configuration by opening the following URL in your web browser. Okay, so if we click this IP address here on our web browser, we should be able to log into the interface of pfSense. So now, before we do that, we want to make sure to configure the other LAN that we had before. So let's go ahead and configure the other LANs that we have. So now let's go ahead and set up the rest of the LAN. So let's click enter. And then now, as you can see here, the LAN, the number one LAN, we already have the IP address, which is 10.0.0.1. Now we want to go for the next one, which is going to be the option 2. And now to do that, let's go ahead and click on 2. So we click on 2 just because we're setting up interface IP addresses, and click enter. And we want to choose the number 3 because we already set up static IP on this one. So let's choose 3 and click enter. And then now here, configure IP addresses, IP address via DHCP, or click now. We want to set it up ourselves. And here you say enter the new IP, OPT1 new IP addresses, and click enter. So we're gonna set up as 10.6.6.1 and click enter. And we're gonna choose 24, click enter, and okay, click enter. And then here he's asking configure optional interface via DHCP. Click no, click enter. He said enter the new IP, press enter, and then we click enter. Do you want to enable the DHCP server? Click yes. And then now we have to plug in the the range. Now we want to give the range for the IP address. Let's go 10.6.6.11. Click enter, and the end of the range is going to be 10.6.6.11. 243. Click enter. And do you want to revert the HTTP? So it's going to be no, and click here. As you can see, we have our second also our second IP address for the second LAN that we have. So now we're going to do the same thing for the third LAN that we created. Okay, so now let's go ahead and set up the next one. Let's click on enter. And as you can see here, we have the first one is done, the second one is there. So now what we're going to do, we're going to set up another static IP for our third option, our second option. So we want to click on 2, click enter, and then option 4. Let's see, 2, enter. Okay, now we have option 4. Option, we're going to click 4 because we have a right here the last one. So let's click 4, click enter, and we're going to say no. And we now want to enter the IP address that we want. So let's do 10.80.80.1. So click enter. We're going to choose 24 here, and we're going to click enter, and we're going to say no, and we're going to click no, and let's see what the IP address is. Let's see if we enter the new IP option address. Okay, so we already entered that. Let's see. Okay, so now he's asking here, do you want to enable the DHCP server on option 2? Let's say no. And do you want to revert? Let's say no. And then now it's downloading. So as you can see, we have another static IP that we already set here, which is 10.80.80.1, and it's going to be /24. All right, so now all the configuration that we need to do is done. Let's click enter. And as you can see here, we have set static IP on all our LAN. As you can see here, we have 10.0.0.1, 10.6.6.1, 10.80.80.1. So that's what we need right now. So now what we want to do, we want to shut our pfSense off. So to do that, let's choose 6, which is going to be at our system right here. And then just, do you want to proceed? Say yes. Okay. And just let it go. pfSense is shutting down. So now we're going to go ahead and set up, walk through the configuration of the Kali Linux.